Hello there. It's been a very dramatic start to the week, what with the thunder and lightning and the heat and humidity. And it was hottest across East Anglia, the South East and Lincolnshire, temperatures widely over 30 degrees. But it was in Cambridge where we set the highest temperature of the year so far. Those temperatures are ebbing away.
Goodness me, it was hot yesterday, wasn't it? And
really
unchangeable for lots of parts of the country too. Carol is here and can tell us what today is going to be like. Morning, Carol.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Sal is absolutely right. It was the hottest day of this year so far yesterday. Cambridge reached 34.8 Celsius. Now today it's still going to be very warm and hot in the southeast, just not as hot as yesterday and not as humid either. Good morning, Sal and John. Good morning to you too. For most of us, it's a fairly mild start to the day, but if you live in Braemar, you may well disagree. It's only 5 degrees for you. Good morning, both. Good morning to you. Yesterday, we actually reached 34.8 Celsius in Cambridge. That made it the hottest day of this year so far for us.
Carol Kirkwood, where are you? Let's be having you.
I'm here. Good morning, everybody. This morning it's not as warm a start to the day as it was yesterday, but for most it's not a cold one either. The other thing worth noting, if you have an allergy to pollen, is that the levels are high across parts of eastern England and East Anglia, low to moderate everywhere else.
Carol, before you go, I just have to tell you, we are, for once, ahead of the curve. Because on the front page of the Times today, it's saying that breakfast socials are replacing going to the pub after work for a pint. Now, we've been doing that for years.
What, going to the pub after breakfast?
Well, we've done that.
We have. But it's true, isn't it? We have the best fun straight after work.
No, it's true.
Nice big breakfast and everything.
Saying that bosses today, apparently, because people, Gen Z staff, young staff members, don't like going out to the pub after, so it's being renamed. They're being encouraged to call it networking or gathering rather than just social.
Gathering?
Yeah. Pub,
Yeah,
Carol?
I like that. Oh, tomorrow morning we're off.
See you then.
Let's go and have a gather. Now, the West Sussex countryside has been transformed into a sea of yellow as the annual Sunflower Festival kicks off there.
Yeah, visitors hoping to get the perfect picture for their Instagrams have been heading to a farm near Crawley.
Tell you who's been busy this morning, Carol, because she's been explaining to us how the weather is changing a little bit at the moment. Morning, Carol.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Sal is absolutely right. It's going to turn cooler, not cold, just cooler than it has been.
Hello, we've had plenty of sunshine over the last couple of days and we will continue to through this afternoon, but it could turn a little hazy for a while. It's captured nicely by our Weather Watcher picture, but it should stay dry for most of us.
And you promised us Northern Lights again last night. The skies delivered.
I know, wasn't it a spectacular display? I hope a lot of people got to see them. This was taken at Connors Quay in Flintshire. The forecast for tonight, very similar to last night, actually, perhaps not quite as far south. And it does look, if you followed the timeline at the bottom, Anna, it does look as if the best time will be for midnight, because then it looks like the chance drops off. So
hello again. I hope you had a lovely day. Found the heat a little bit more manageable than it was yesterday. We've got a bit of a change on the weather card. So through tonight, it's going to turn cloudier and a bit damp in some areas. And then tomorrow, again, further cloud and a little bit cooler, but a bit muggy with potentially a little bit of rain from time to time. And then from then onwards, quite fine weather, mostly dry with some sunshine in the mix too. And Friday, presuming that rain clears through early, that should be half decent as well, and not too bad for the weekend. And those temperatures just coming down a little bit once again. Right, that's it from me, from Banksy. I'll see you later on. Cheerio.
Thanks very much, Sophie. Good evening. It wasn't as hot or as humid today, but in the sunshine in Suffolk, temperatures still reached 29 Celsius. Other parts of the UK have cooled off a bit, and the rest of the week is quite mixed. There'll be some sunshine around, but there'll also be some spells of rain.
Hello, Alice. Thank you. Well, it's been a lovely day today. We've had plenty in the way of sunshine around, bright blue sky, and it's been warm again. Not as warm as yesterday, but still warm out there. This beautiful picture was sent in by one of our weather watchers. temperatures. But tomorrow is a different sort of day. There'll be more in the way of cloud around and some outbreaks of patchy rain around as well.
As well as the scorching weather some of us have been having, the night skies have been filled with dazzling meteor showers and even the northern lights. Well, Alex is at Burghley House near Stamford for us tonight. Looks beautiful, Alex. What takes you there?
Good evening, Mary. Well, of course, this is home to the Defender Burghley Horse Trials, which will be taking place in just over a couple of weeks' time. The events team are already setting up in the grounds behind me. But this evening, we are on the roof. Now, through the various periods in time when this was a proper working household with a full staff, it was only the dignitaries, the family and a few MPs that were allowed up on the roof. The servants were not allowed up here because this was the one place that they could come and have very private conversations. And I've been sworn to secrecy. That's all I can say on that. But when we got here earlier today, it was absolutely stunning. We threw the drone up. Take a look at these beautiful pictures so you can just see Burghley House in all its glory. And I'm sure many of you at home will recognise this has been in many a film, Pride and Prejudice, and also a few series which I can't mention, but are certainly very popular. But it certainly was lovely here today. Temperatures were in the high 20s. In fact, a little further east into Norfolk, actually, it got to 29.2 degrees Celsius, but things will be cooling down as we head through. Now, staying up in the air, in fact, a little further up, actually, take a look at these shots, actually. It was a clear night last night, as many of us know. And, of course, you would have caught sight, if you looked up, at the Northern Lights, which were visible as far south as Devon last night. This was the picture of the Northern Lights from the International Space Station. Absolutely spectacular. Perhaps not such a great view if you look up tonight. The cloud cover is moving in, and we can take a look at the forecast right now. Well, as we head through the next few days, there's certainly going to be some changes in the forecast. So as we head into tomorrow, it's going to be western and also northern areas, which will see the best of the sunshine. But as we head into Thursday, there's going to be rain moving in across the north with the best of the sunshine switching to the south and southeast. Well, that's the way it is looking this evening on the roof of Burghley House. I've outstayed my welcome. It is time to make my way back down to the kitchens, Mary. Of course, where the food is.
Alex, thank you for that.